Neuralink has been implanted in the first human being's brain. Let's take a peek and see where it's going to go. And in case you didn't know, I'm Kirsten, Langston, author and intuitive, and this is Third Eye Champagne. Neuralink is a device, I believe it's patented by Elon Musk, or his company is doing something with it. He has something to do with it. But Neuralink is a device that's implanted into people's brains that helps them, it'll help people with paralysis be able to move their limbs again. This is the hope. This is the hope. So they had implanted it in several monkeys' brains. Although popular in Cantonese cuisine, so not often found in Washington, D.C., some of the monkeys died. Well, first of all, we have the devil in the past. So we can see the problems. There's been problems, there's been issues, there's been things they can't quite figure out. Sort of like, how is it killing people? In theory, it's good. In theory, it's going to make a lot of money. In theory, it's a good idea. So we have the Empress here. It's showing us, okay, yes, this is bringing things to people. We have the Justice card here, which is bringing balance. This is very nice. We see money and Wheel of Fortune also here. So we're like, okay, this is great. But they rushed it. Bam. They rushed it into a person too fast. They need more trials with not people. They've created delays for themselves. So whatever they're doing, it's delayed. There is something here where they're not, it's like 20 years away. I swear to God, they're not going to get this technology out as fast as they think they are. It's further off than they think. It's further off than they think. They still have work ahead of them. Does it work? Yes. The Magician would be the card of manipulation, which is essentially what this item is doing. So is it going to work? Yes. Is it going to give people autonomy and power back? Yes. However, I think we need to look and see, is it dangerous? I have no love for Elon Musk. I'm sorry, those of you that are like Elon stans, I got no love for the guy. He's a blood diamond spoiled brat who exploits his workers. Not a fan. Also, he's like a weird sort of right-winger, and he's like, let's empower fascism. Not a huge fan of Elon Musk. I think he's also probably just a asshole. Asking, is this a dangerous product? Yes. Okay. I would not recommend if someone were my client here, Kirsten, should I try this? I've been paralyzed from the waist down, and should I try the Neuralink and get it implanted into my brain? I would say no. I would say hard no. First of all, again, it shows us they moved too fast putting this in people. This again is in the home environment. This is the Eight of Wands. It's, they sail through the air. They're moving very quickly. So we see here, okay, we have a problem there. We also see there's some kind of an issue. So here's your issue. Whatever it may be, it may have to do with liquid or blood flow, because we have the cup here. It may not. It may just say, hey, there's an issue and everybody's worried about it. There is an issue here. Root of the reading, we have the devil. To me, this is also saying with these two cards here, it's kind of like the work isn't completed. The work hasn't been done. You didn't build your arch yet. You're halfway building your arch and you're saying, I built the arch. The arch is not built yet. So the devil is here. There are unknown issues, unknown problems. We can see that the Queen of Pentacles, she's looking very closely at her pentacle, trying to kind of figure out what's going on here, what's the issue, what's the problem. But there is a problem. Again, potential to make massive money. So that is here, absolutely here. It's floating around. A big money is floating around this thing. But you can see they are blindfolded. There are things they can't see. When the High Priestess comes in, she's talking about kind of secrets, and for me, this is just representing the hidden. It's representing the hidden. I also wonder how it affects people's subconscious, because that's the card of the subconscious, the High Priestess. So this could mess with people's dream state. It could mess with the way that the brain, makes chemicals. That could be the cups too, as chemicals. It could be hormones and stuff. The brain chemistry long term, or altering it, or maybe not interacting very well with it long term. And then you have massive volatility. So this is a stability card. But when it's coming in with the Tower, we read it as though it were upside down. So the stability is lost. This thing is too volatile. The stability is not there yet. And I'm telling you, it's going to take them quite a while to figure out how to make it stable. A lot of people working on this, we see that here, but it's going to take quite a while for them to make it stable. In other Elon news, because I'm a nosy bitch, Grimes basically, so she has 3 children by him. They all have very weird names. Grimes basically said on Twitter, I think, which is not Twitter anymore. It's the weird thing too, is that the company is named X, I guess, and then one of the kids is named X. So he's obsessed with the letter X. It's like he watched Sesame Street one too many times. But anyway, she gets on X and says, I haven't seen my youngest son. The kid was born in 2022. I haven't seen my youngest son, and he's keeping the kid from me, and what's going on, and da-da-da-da-da. The whole thing is a bit cryptic, and I'm just so effing nosy. I kind of want to see, I love Grimes. I think her music is just amazing, and despite her choices in people to procreate with, I won't hold it against her, but he never comes across as human to me. He really never, like, I sense no compassion, no humanity. It's almost like he's like an alien robot person thing that's just like, has these weird nefarious plans, like he's living in his own sci-fi novel, and he doesn't really see people, just so you know. He just doesn't. There is a lack of humanity here, and he doesn't treat his women super well. I think he does in the beginning, and then that's kind of the game to get him hooked. It's a struggle for her. She's got Uranus energy all over her, so we see the struggle here. Grimes is here in her own card. She's coming in as Queen of Wands. That makes sense to me. I don't know what sign she is, but sometimes Queen of Wands can be a fire sign. So she's coming in and saying, look, this is what I want. And the cards are saying, wheel, the Tower. So Uranus is in the mix on this. Is she going to get what she wants? I think in a way, yeah, I think she's going to get some kind of shared custody that is here, or some kind of partial custody, because the 6 is a bit stingy. The 6 can mean, oh, here you go, here's your thing, but it can also be a bit stingy, and for me it's coming through as stingy. So I think she's going to get part of what she wants with regards to the child, who is also showing up here in the cards as the Page of Wands. I think she will. It might cost her money to get there. There's a lot of pentacles in these cards, which is interesting. But there is an element of volatility around this whole thing. So if Grimes were my client, I would say, all right, girl, be careful, tread lightly. I think you're going to get what you want in the end, but I don't think you can trust this baby daddy as far as you could throw him. If you enjoyed this video, you can see more videos like this at thirdEyeChampagne.com.